Hello and welcome to the what the pad.
Hello, welcome everybody
Padcast.
to the So Basic podcast.
That's the one.
I'm here with your host Seth.
Hello. and this is the other guy, Mr. Topic. Hello.
This is Elijah.
Oh, yeah. Elijah, Mr. Topic. How's it
My
going
mood
today?
for right now. I'm tired.
Nice. That is very appropriate.
My current
mood
mood
is. Oh well.
What kind of tea do you have?
I got lemon ginger tea.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I went with the stress relief, and I almost put the whole box in there.
Oh, nice. That's seems necessary. Yeah, the lemon ginger tea helps my stomach a lot, which is nice.
Yeah, we're all getting kind of being a little sick, but they're all doing good.
Oh, that's good. All those kitties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what is the topic for today?
So today I want to talk about. I just want to bring up a nostalgic feel.
Okay.
This one has.
Go ahead.
This one was on my mind for quite some time. I really want to tell the story. So that's what I got for right now, along with a couple other things. What do you have?
I came up with nothing clever. So, but I've received some feedback saying that some people would like it if we said what we're going to be talking about ahead of time. And
Okay.
to those people, I say,
Are they people that we know, or are they just?
Yeah, they're people we know. Yeah.
Okay, that's good though. I mean, they're trying to help out, and I agree with that. We should be doing that. So, I'll try to work harder to come up with targets. Oh, we'll come up with targets.
Yeah, we're
ahead of time
now. Yeah.
Yeah, our targets.
Very good. All right.
So let me hit you with that nostalgia feel real quick.
Yeah, and I'll probably be able to come up with something really quick here with that in mind. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Well,
Okay.
I have something, so it's not bad. I don't know. Maybe.
It would be good also to bring it up too.
There
we go. All right, so from what I remember, it's like mid to late 90s, early 2000s, right? You go in this building, you look to your left, and there's like game
Chuck E. Cheese.
This no, not Chuck E. Cheese. There's a bunch of games that you can play.
Laser tag.
There's a counter. Would you stop?
Just want to predict it.
It's dead.
All right. Winner.
There's like these rooms, like there's one on the right and like two to the left in the corner. There's one there's a customer service station, and you go up to them and you pay for your game, and you get to choose your code name, which I thought was amazing and it was great. And then you wait for your turn for the rest of your group that you're with, or whoever else was there. You can even do custom games if you have enough people. If you like, do a private party, and you're called in, you go through a door, and then it's just black lights, and you find a pack with this vest has sensors on it, and then you got a laser gun on your right side. They always tell you to make sure it's on your right, because otherwise it'll be backwards. So you slide it over, you buckle up, you have sensors on your shoulders, one in the chest, one in the back, and then on your gun, you have them on the sides and on the front. Then you repeat the code.
I will not run, climb, or jump.
Yep, you repeat the
I
code
will not
after
sit,
the
kneel, or lie
referee.
down.
Yep. What else? Do you know the next one?
Nah, that's it. That's all I got.
What am I doing?
Oh, blocking your laser?
Covering.
Covering your lasers?
I will not cover any sensors.
Oh, that's right. I will not cover any sensors.
Yep.
Then...
I will not use offensive language.
Oh dear, you know it all. Okay.
Well, I looked it up.
Oh, cool.
I used to know it a long time ago.
I only knew those two. I just thought it was really cool. I thought it was fun to just yell that.
So I'll say it together, and I'll say it the original version from what I remember.
All right.
I will not run, climb, or jump. I will not sit, kneel, or lie down. I will not cover any sensors. I will not use offensive language. I will not make physical contact with other players.
That's right.
I will play fair, play smart, and play to survive. Ooh. That was the original from what I remember. Now,
play to survive.
The newer version before it closed down is the last part is I will play fair, play smart, and give it my all. Mike.
Oh, I like that one too. I honestly do.
It's not
I know
cool.
It sounds
it's not fun.
I get that it seems like it'd be less cool, but I actually kind of like that one. It's got more to it, and I do like the survival part though. So
I like the survival better. So after that, you go in and you're given like I think a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. It was a good amount of time, really good amount of time. So you go in and there's fog everywhere. There's
the fog machines. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's
I totally
fog.
forgot to have
there's strobe lights. There's it's all black light too. So if you're wearing like a white shirt, you'll just light up, and you'll just glow the whole time. It's great. And there's 3 bases. There's 3 different bases, different ramps you can go through, pockets, holes, openings, corners, nets, floors, so you can shoot through all that. And then I think the best part that I liked were the mirrors. The mirrors that are placed all over.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
All over the arena. And so if there's someone, if you're like here, and you have a like a pillar right here, and there's someone on the other side, and there's a mirror right there. If you shoot that mirror and you bounce it off, you can hit their
their
sensor.
Sensor. Yeah,
right in the eyes and blind them. They're safe lasers. They were not that powerful.
Yeah,
but they were great. They worked wonderfully. Mm-hmm. And you bounce it off, and you can get points like that. Yeah, it was like one of the best things ever because I would get so many people. They'd just be looking around like who is shooting me? And I'm just like getting other people, and then eventually they leave. You're not supposed to harass people. But if I'm still there and you're still there, I'm gonna score points off of you.
Yeah, that was a big deal with laser tag. Was you really did want to go with a big group so that you had enough people to run around and actually fight with each other, and then you don't have random kids mixed in with your group because those kids would just stand there and shoot you with a laser and not go away.
Oh, they would follow you,
they'd follow you around, and then it would just be way past the spirit of it. You're just
or the best part is when they would break the first rule, the first part of the rule by running. Mm-hmm. I see kids running, and I've had kids run smack into my chest, and they're like, "Oh!" I'm like, "Are you supposed to be running?" Oh, stop running!
Yeah, for real.
Points.
It's kind of it's kind of dark in there, It's not really safe to run around like that, especially.
Well, there's fast walk. Fast walk is fine. Everyone wants to move quickly. Fast walk is fine. They don't want you sprinting because that happens. You collide with other people.
Yeah, and, one thing I remember is when I was a kid.
I guess they break the second rule, which was I will not make physical contact with other players.
Yeah, just with a big tackle. I know. 1 and 2, right there. What the heck? Oh, actually, it's 3: run, climb, or jump. Right. So
yeah, run, climb, or jump is the first rule.
Climbing, I didn't really see that.
I don't really see a lot of people climbing. I saw people jumping. I've seen people lie down, which was the second rule.
I saw people lay down because they were tired. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I think it's funny. Some of the kids, because we're in Boy Scouts, so
Oh my god!
some of those.
If you're a Boy
summer
Scout
kids,
and you're running around playing laser tag, and you get tired from playing it, and that's like the first game. Lay off the Cheetos. Stop drinking soda. Go get some water and eat a carrot or something. I don't know.
Well, it was I don't know. What I was gonna say before was that I actually remember the packs being kind of heavy for me. I wasn't that small of a kid, but they were heavy for me.
For younger players, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they're big packs. So
they are. They're nice and like hefty, but they weren't like overbearing.
No, they weren't
for most people.
Yeah,
they're great.
It was enough. The room was warm enough, and it was enough moving around, and it was heavy enough that I would start sweating. It was a physically active game there. So, and I like it's a lot of fun. I really thought it was cool. I didn't totally understand how people were able to do like pro laser tag because they had like leagues and stuff like that.
Yeah, they had like leagues.
But I heard about that stuff and it was interesting. I thought it was I'm not really sure how that would work because you really have to. Who's enforcing the rules in there? Do they have referees in there to make sure you're not like following people and doing stuff like that? Because most of the time they just throw you in there and say, "Have fun, bye bye."
There are referees that would be in there.
Oh, you'll Marshall. That's right.
Yeah, Marshall. You yell Marshall if you need a referee.
Yeah,
for whatever reason.
Yeah, mostly if you're hurt. Or if you need help with something, or
if you're hurt, you get scared, or you need to go to the bathroom.
Scared was big.
Marshall.
Scared was really big.
I only had to call it one time, and that was because kid, ran right into me.
I think I remember.
And he popped his nose.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he didn't bleed or anything, luckily, but I was like, okay, and put your gun in the air.
Was it a kid you knew?
No.
Okay, it was just some rando. Okay,
it was a random kid, and I was like, "All right, and take care of you." I'm getting shot from everywhere.
Yeah,
I'm like, clearly, yelling Marshall. I'm not saying shoot me.
God, that is so
I'm not
funny.
saying target me for 3 points. I'm saying, hey, I need employee assistance, please.
I love that. It's like that's a pure honor system thing. You're calling for help. People shouldn't shoot you out of just basic honor, but it's pretty funny when they do that. Oh my gosh.
and then when you get tagged, it tells you like on the back of the gun too, where like who shot you?
Oh, who shot you? And that's right.
Who tagged you? What location? And it was like a 30-second. Yeah, it tells you the location. Yeah.
Oh, where you got hit.
Front, back.
Yeah, that makes sense. I thought you were saying like. It gave the location of the person who shot you. I'm like,
there's no kill cams.
What kind of technology is that? Kill cams for real. Like, boy, that is some laser tag. Oh, wow. Very impressive.
Foresight.
But that would be cool. I don't really know how you do that exactly. Well, actually, maybe you can do that with math. You possibly could. Like,
well, anything's possible with math, basically.
Right, but if you can measure how far away the laser was based off of strength, laser beam strength, because as it goes further, the less strong, I guess it is, right? Less concentrated the laser is. So maybe they can measure it with that, and then
you mean the light dissipates?
Yeah, and then maybe base it off the angle and of where you were hit. Maybe you could actually kind of make coordinates.
Well, first
your map as a grid, so you got hit at target B5. Maybe it's possible.
Okay,
cool.
Well, while you're tagged and while you're trying to figure out with a whiteboard and your calculator, I'm playing laser tag.
No.
You just pull out your whiteboard, get your markers and your eraser, get your calculator, write it all out, try and figure it out, and then the game's over. You're not even halfway done. You're carry the one, do a little geometry, and never mind.
So funny. No, I mean the technology of the gun would be able to do that math quickly for you, possibly. In
that'd be
more
expensive.
modern, right? A more modern version of laser tag.
Right, but that'd also be unnecessary.
Who cares? It's cool. If that's
people with to spend money care.
Well, if you make your laser tags more modern, people might be more interested in trying it.
Well,
You
I
know,
think people just like laser tag in general.
that's what I'm saying. Those are things that to make things more modern.
I do like the fact that it tells
layering
you. It would tell you where you got tagged though, and who tagged you.
I think it'd be cool.
I think that's great.
Of course, it's not necessary, but it's cool.
Have you tried some of the other laser tags here?
No, no.
So there is one in the Summit InnoQuest, which is like a bowling alley, and I've tried one also when Mr. Biggs was around.
Baby, Mr. Biggs. Mm.
Yeah, Mr. Biggs was ghetto.
It was, it was very ghetto.
It was ghetto.
That was so interesting. Ooh, those are.
I went there one time, and I'm like, nope.
I think I went there twice. And yes, those were my impressions too. It was like they had cool. Everything, and it was cool, but it was all crap.
Mm-hmm. It was cool. Yeah, they had a little bit of everything, but a lot of it was also bad. Like the laser tag was terrible because the arena was small, and in order to fire the gun, there was a sensor underneath the pistol because it was only a pistol. It wasn't like the rifles that we would have at Laser Quest.
Oh yeah,
they were actual like bigger blasters, you know, but they're like pistols, and you had to put your palm underneath the pistol because there was a sensor, and you had to hold it like with two hands, like this. Oh. If you didn't hold it with two hands like that, it wouldn't fire because it wasn't reading the sensor because it didn't want people to like cover sensors.
To go around corners like and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. So they didn't want that, which I'm like, I get it, but that was lame. And half the time, my pistol wasn't even firing because I was trying to like keep my hand on the sensor, but it's just like slightly off, or it wasn't registering.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't like firing half the time. I'm like, this is bad.
Yeah. That's cool. I'm pretty sure I didn't do that because I think I would remember it a little bit. I don't know how we went there separately, but I guess that's what happened. Or I did something else. The big one that I really liked was the mini golf there because they had like multiple floors. I'm pretty sure if I'm remembering that right.
I think they had different.
It was like a glow golf kind of thing,
and that wasn't bad. I remember that.
I remember liking that a lot. Yeah. And then, of course, I was too small to do the Joyride carts, you know?
Oh, yeah. They had the Joyride carts.
Yeah, which was indoors.
Joyrides.
Yeah.
They just had
I don't know where Joyrides went.
It went out of business, but...
Yeah, I guess they just went out of business, and I guess
it had go-karts. That's what they're go-karts.
Yeah. Were they not a chain? Because Mr. Biggs is a chain.
I think Mr. Biggs was a chain.
I just don't know. Maybe Joyrides was just one. Maybe it was a small business or something. I don't know. I can't remember what else Mr. Biggs had. They had glow golf, good cards, laser tag, bowling. Was it nighttime bowling? I think it might have been.
I'm not like sure.
That. Or nighttime bowling. You know, neon light bowling, whatever. Not necessarily at night. Can only come here at night. Then they must have had an arcade.
Yeah, they had an arcade. And that was about it.
And it was too expensive always because
I
never get to play them.
Of course, you have to feed people. So and goes the cardboard pizza with tomato sauce.
Yeah, the cardboard boxes, baby.
With plastic cheese.
Mm-hmm. Same as Chuck E. Cheese. Good stuff.
Oh god, those pizzas are terrible.
They're man,
trash. They're garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
all of those are the same quality as like Skate City, which we went to. It
really felt like they got a frozen pizza from like Walmart, threw the pizza away, got the cardboard that encased it, put sauce and cheese and like stale pepperonis, threw it in the oven, like, here's your pizza.
Well, they can't sell the Totino's pizza, but they could sell the box.
Yeah. Yeah, and then give us like $30 for it. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, yikes. It was bad.
It's like $30 for freaking just cardboard pizza.
Ooh. Wow, that reminds me. Yeah. Of like for laser tag and stuff like that, for laser quests. I remember because most of the time I can't play arcade games, because they're expensive. We can only play like once or twice. Pick your game, whatever. But you can't like keep putting quarters in to keep playing.
Yeah, they can get expensive real quick if you don't pay attention.
Yeah, but one big one was Time Crisis. I played Time Crisis a lot. I remember it being cheap, so I'd be like, "Mom, give me $5 or something," and then I could actually play it for a while waiting for the games or whatever. That was cool. I love Time Crisis. I actually kind of hope I get a Time Crisis machine at some point in my life. It'd be cool.
Yeah, they had that. They had an air hockey game, and they also had, I think, at least a 3-player Rampage.
Yeah, at some point they did.
Cabinet. I think they're called cabinets.
Yeah. Arcade cabinets, sure.
Yeah.
Other cabinet, whatever you want.
Then they also had like Area 51, I think, too. And a couple other and a couple other ones.
Well, Area 51 we played at the bowling alley a whole lot. That was big there.
No, I don't think they had Area 51 at the on base, you mean?
Yeah. Really? I thought that was Area 51. It's some
there
alien
was an Area
shooter.
51 at the Skate City a long time ago.
Yeah, who knows if it's there now.
The Skate City's still there.
Yeah, I'd like to do some Skate City sometime where, there's no kids that I'm running over.
There are adult nights.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yes.
Okay.
There are adult nights, so people can actually go and actually skate without trampling over small children.
Is there adult nights for Laser Quest? Even though
there's no
you just
real
said it
Laser
doesn't
Quest
exist
here.
anymore.
Laser Quest no longer exists.
That's sad.
But
that's a shame.
The only places,
so they exist somewhere else, right?
The only place that I think for laser tag, there's one that's called Battlefield Colorado. It says it's the laser tag center, and the other one is the Summit Enterprise. And that one's okay. It's got 2 bases, which I'm like, hey, good for you. You actually have bases in your arena.
Wait, I don't understand. What is a base then? I thought I knew, but I don't.
Like a structure. Like a structure inside the arena.
All right.
Here's a base. Here's a base. You know how in Laser Quest there's 3 of them, and they have ramps and go up and down. And so they had 2 bases. The one time I only got to play there at the Summit a couple times. It's okay-ish. And there was one thing there that I remembered that nobody else seemed to listen, even though they were telling us. Was at the base of the base.
The base.
Base of the base. There's a bunch of sensors all grouped together, and that's the core of it. And if you destroy it, you get a lot of points.
Oh, neat. Oh, okay.
So I guess where I went and just kept blasting it the whole time.
Or not
and I just kept blasting it, and then I saw it blinking, and then I was like, okay, cool. I think I destroyed the base, Yeah. And then at the end of the game, because I was just sitting there.
Yeah, nothing stops you from
just tagging it, and nobody else cared.
Yeah.
Right? And apparently I ended up with the most points.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I blew everybody away. I was 3 times the next highest person. I was like,
strategy.
Okay.
Yeah, a big problem with objectives with laser tag is that you're not stopping people from going places physically, because you get tagged. Okay, who cares? You just keep walking. It's not like they stopped you or you're out or anything like that. So objectives are hard.
Yeah, it's not like paintball.
Yeah, paintball, exactly. Paintball, you're out because you're in the fetal position.
Because you got hit.
I mean,
you got hit because someone cranked up the CO2 and you got shot right in in the sweet spot. It's just
I had to mark that.
Why you wear a cup?
Yes, exactly.
That's why you wear a cup?
Why you wear a cup? It's very important. Paintball was fun though. I didn't do it enough. I wish I did it more, but
Yeah,
it's expensive.
I thought I thought I was gonna be able to get into it, but the one place that I knew of at the time, well, there's two places. There was one that was close by us, but you need money to play, to use their area, and I didn't really work at the time.
Yeah.
You just saved up like birthday money basically.
Yep.
To buy stuff, but then that closed down. I don't remember what it was called. And the other one was way out east.
Oh my gosh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
In Dragon Man's.
Well, Dragon Man's, yeah. That's the only one I remember. The other one, I'm starting to remember. We kept driving past it.
Mm-hmm.
It's some big indoor paintball something. I never went in though.
It was, and then it got like it closed down or bought out or something, and now it's an indoor soccer.
Oh wait! Oh really? Oh,
mm-hmm.
Is that the same place that Sarah goes?
Where she used to go play, yeah, when she had time.
Or where she used to, yeah. Okay, yeah, I was interested in soccer. I still am. I would like to play soccer with her. I'd like for us to make a team and do that.
Yeah, they had co-ed. The problem is, well, kids and stuff. Kids and doing grading.
Huh? Grading? Oh, she's doing grading.
Homework. Yeah, grading all the homework. That's the one the things that take up most of her time.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I thought you were saying you couldn't go to the soccer center because of the kids and they were grading. They're like grading on your patience. And I'm like, okay.
They do grade on my patience. There's like
yeah.
Slowly just eroding it.
Mm-hmm. Slow and steady.
Dragon Man's was really cool because they had like 4 or 5 different ones.
Yeah, like that was cool.
The ones there's at least like
all outdoors
4 that I remember that we kind of nicknamed. There was like cars, tires. Where it had a bunch of like tire bunkers.
We were very creative.
One was just filled with cars. Sticks. Well, I mean, yeah, because from what I remember, people just called it sticks. It was a bunch of fences.
Yeah, it was a ton of fences. I remember that one.
So you were in the sticks.
Yep.
And then like another one was like hills because it was just open and it was just like hills and divots and whatnot. Not a whole lot of cover.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember lobbing shots there. Yeah.
I don't know if there's 4 or 5 arenas. Maybe those just 4.
Mm-hmm.
They're all really good though.
Yeah,
they're fun, and you're just expected to regulate yourselves,
which was great. I like that.
Right.
If you're
playing, you play as many times and however long you want. You just pay the fee, and that's it.
Yeah. If you went with a group that you liked a lot, you trusted everybody, then it's a really fun experience. You can split off into your groups and do whatever you want, whatever was okay. They weren't hard regulating you like you were saying. So that's great. Yeah. I like that. When there are too much rules, it's kind of a pain. But I think the too much rules is important when you're versing random people. But if you're with your own group, you should be able to kind of just do whatever you want, as long as you're not doing anything too dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It
was a lot of fun.
Yeah. One big deal was that
paintball's expensive.
Paintball is expensive. I guess that is number 1. No, it's number 2. Number 2 is that it was expensive. Number 1, my gun never worked. Ever. I'd have people who knew how paintball guns worked, our friends, and they're like, I don't know. And then we would show it to the people up there, and they're like, I don't know. It doesn't work. And then I get a new gun.
Either like the CO2 was like not locking in, or maybe you had an O-ring that would break. A valve wasn't connecting as well. There could have been problems with the gun itself, like a spring might have gotten broken.
Yeah.
Or a pin, cracked and it's just not operating properly. So
yeah, it's all shoddy. Shoddy, get it? All shoddy, paintball guns.
But
I don't know.
I remember having a lot of fun with paintball.
Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely didn't do it enough, in my opinion. I'd still like to do it, but I don't think that's going to happen unless I,
Not anytime soon.
yeah, not unless I get people who actually are interested to do it. But otherwise,
I mean, we can go out and just rent the guns too. We don't need to go buy them
yeah,
or anything like that. That's another thing too. I guess would be like if there's an activity that you would like to try and you like to do, you don't need to invest into it. You can just try it first.
it's true.
Rent.
Renting is
Just
a big
rent
deal.
the guns. Buy the paint and all that, and then just go play. If it's something that you really enjoy, maybe even don't even invest into it again. Just rent it again. Make sure that's something that you really want to do, and if it's something that you can like fit into your schedule and you can afford it, and it's something that you really do enjoy, then you could like invest into it because paintball guns are not cheap.
No. I mean, and that was nice with the renting because if your gun does not work, you could, go back.
You
and
just give it back.
It doesn't work, bro. Give me another one.
Yeah, and they'll just give you another one.
Yeah, if they don't think you messed it up, then yeah.
Right, they'll take a look at it, see if it's like jammed or if they need to clear it or anything like that. But most of the time, they're just like, "Here, I'll just give you." If they happen to have another one that's available, they'll just give you one.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
I remember a Dragon.
All right, do you have your nostalgia feel?
Oh, I mean, other than video games, I just got this game called Pizza Tower, which is pretty much.
Yeah, I saw that you were playing on Discord.
Yeah, I just tried it today. I didn't hear of it until recently, and I was like, wait a minute, that's kind of awesome. The thing is that it's kind of a modern version. Well, no, I guess not modern, but like it's made, this year. It's Wario World, like 4, 3, 2, something like that. So it's got the same mechanics where Wario's like charging, bounces off the walls, does all this weird stuff. Catches on fire is like a mechanic kind of thing, as far as I've seen.
Oh yeah, you use it as part of the puzzle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or like when you get stung by a bee, he like swells up and he acts like a balloon, around. And then you can like float to like the next section that you need to go to.
Yeah. So this is supposed to be capitalizing on the fact that there hasn't been a Wario Land in so many years. Like Nintendo has not pumped one out. I don't know. They're just not interested in that, even though people love it. It's a really good, very creative.
Wario's funny. Wario's just hilarious in general.
He's super funny. Wario's just awesome. Like his animations of him getting like flattened and it's just so expressive. Like when he's all swelled up, he look very comfortable. And his cheeks. When he's on fire, obviously he's not comfortable, but he's running as fast as he can. And then sometimes he literally dies and turns into a zombie, which is hilarious. Or a spirit. Yeah, good stuff. I need to play a little more because I have only been playing it pretty much today. The tower game, because I played a lot of the Wario games and I think they're awesome. But it even has like the same mechanic where in Wario Lands, not all of them, but like you get to, as far as I know, I might be wrong. I need to play them all, but you go like to the end of the level, you break something or activate something, and then you get like a countdown where you have to go back to the beginning of the level, like as fast as you can, because you have a timer. And if you don't go back, like the world explodes or something, and then you lose all your progress. So this kind of does the same thing, which is kind of awesome. So I'm happy.
That's kind of cool.
Happy to play a new Wario Land, because Wario Land is awesome, and we haven't had one. So
I like those games because they're simple enough to just understand and get, but then there's a little bit more steps to it for the puzzle thinking.
Yeah, and there's a lot of mechanics
solving and all that
for the speedrunners and stuff that it feels good to run that fast. It's kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog in a way, because the world is built for you to be able to like break things as fast as you can if you're in control, or body slam things or get to secrets. There's breakable walls. Like this really is just another Wario Land. The more I talk about it, actually, it's kind of exactly the same so far.
Maybe I'll have to check it out, or maybe or maybe you can record, do a video on it.
Yeah, I might do
once
that.
you eventually ever have time.
For real, I really want to do the Pokemon.
If you're not doing homework,
exactly. If I'm not doing homework, then I'm doing something else dumb. But I don't know. I always want to make more content on YouTube because this is fun.
Mm-hmm.
I really like doing this.
It is a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. The editing and everything else, behind the scenes is a lot of work.
It is,
and I know that's a lot of work, and it's not always fun, and I get that too.
Oh no, it's always fun.
It's always fun for you.
Oh yeah, I like doing it.
That's good. That's actually good because I was like, I was just about to say, if you can find a way to make that like fun and entertaining for you for like editing and fixing things like small imperfections here or there, or adding in stuff like small jokes or references or whatever, I can see how that's really fun.
Yeah, I come up with
I can see how
I go, and
I can see how some people might feel it could be tedious.
Oh yeah,
but the way I would definitely look at it is to look at it exactly how it is, which is it's technically art.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
If you're like painting or drawing or sketching or doing any kind of like artwork and it becomes tedious for you, stop.
That's good advice.
Like just stop immediately. It's not fun. This is supposed to be, well, it's not even like, it doesn't have to be like fun. It needs to be enjoyable.
Yeah, and it depends. So, like if it's your job and you need it done, then okay.
Yeah, that's different. That's different. Yeah, if it's your job, then you're just going to have to, do it. Which I would hope that you enjoy.
I hope you enjoy your job.
Doing that kind of work. But I would think that definitely if it's something that is supposed to relax you, like it doesn't have to be like, laugh out loud, fun. But as long as you feel like content and you feel motivated, you feel focused in on it, that's what it, and then you feel like it's accomplished. You did something that you're proud of, or even you're just like happy to like create it. Then that's everything that you want in these artistic type of activities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I totally do. I'm completely with you there. Yeah. The thing is with me is that yes, I'm having fun the whole time, but it is tiring. It's hard.
Yeah, it is.
And especially like on my hands sometimes, being like using the mouse that much is a lot. But it's like it's time consuming. I'm having fun doing it, but like if I'm already tired, I don't want to do that. I don't want to edit because it's like, oh my gosh, I just want to sit here and mindlessly play video games or lay around or something, because I'm already exhausted.
So do something to just kind of like zone out for a little bit.
Yeah, because it's not relaxing. It's not relaxing, and it is not a downtime kind of thing. It is maybe I need to change the way I look at it to make it kind of seem more like a downtime kind of thing. That way I do it more. But for now, it does feel kind of like it's like a work I want to do.
Well, it's also because you're being active with it. It's not passive.
It is not passive. No.
Right. It's very active in what you're doing.
The only time it's passive is if you're watching the video and you're like coming up with ideas. Then it's kind of passive. But even then, I still come up with ideas. Don't
realize. Yeah, you're just kind of like doing things. You don't even know that time is passing by. You're just enjoying. You're just in the moment with it, and you're just putting things in their place.
Yeah.
And creating new things and adding to it.
Yeah. Because what happens a lot of the time is that I will end up with, so I have like an hour of footage or whatever, but I end up only like editing like 10 minutes of it. And that takes like hours to just do all the things and all the snippets I want to take out and edit things. It really takes forever. And I know that the more I do it, the better I'll be at it because I'll have more tricks and I develop things. But as it is, because I do it so infrequently, I like spend most of my time relearning all the things I already figured out, and then I have to like do a lot of Googling and a lot of like, oh yeah, there was that trick. How do you do that again? What button combination is that?
Oh yeah, when you have to learn how to do it, and then you need to remember on how to do these like little tips and tricks to like speed up your process too.
Because if I can speed up my process,
because you're trying to get good at it.
Yeah, and I don't mind spending time on it. It's just that if it takes me 8 hours to make one video, I am tired.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you're sitting down a lot. If you're sitting down a lot, you're not moving your body. You need to be able to like get up and stretch and circulate your blood.
Yep.
So that way you're not as tired.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely have to move around a bunch, and sometimes my back will start hurting if I sit too long, and sometimes I'll pop my back without knowing it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and then my back is destroyed. It's kind of crazy, actually. But, yeah, I everybody knows that I want to do it because I say it constantly. But I don't know how to fit it in. I'm like trying to make it like, oh, Sunday is like the dedicated day to do editing day. That was an idea for a while, but then that keeps not happening because it's like, oh wait, you waited till Sunday to do all of your homework at the same time, and it's all due tonight. And good job. Like, just a bad management of time.
Well, I mean, you got classes throughout the week.
Yeah,
it's hard enough to even try to get us to all go to Magic.
It is.
If your excuse is always like you're either really tired or you have homework that has to get done, and for me it's like either I'm sick or the kids are sick or Sarah's sick or I gotta do something else.
Yeah, or there's a lot of things going on.
Something else is like happens to come up, or I worked super early, in the morning, and then I slept, and then I woke up, and it's like I would have to go in like 20 minutes, and I'm like,
yeah,
that's not happening.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I don't know if I can manage my own time properly and do things ahead of time. I actually have a lot of time. It's just I am very bad at time management. I know when things are due and I know when to do things. It's just that I don't do it at that time because I procrastinate. And then that procrastination time is like, you can't spend it doing other things because you feel like you're supposed to be doing something, but you're not doing it. So it's just like all this wasted time. Okay, all this is actual time at the very end that you're actually doing all the things you need to be doing. So if I got all that done ahead of time, I could actually have some time to do stuff. Like
right. I would say to help you make a schedule for yourself.
Yeah, I did that. I have a little calendar right there. It's a whiteboard calendar. It's pretty cool.
That's good. So that's step one. And try to stick to as best as you can, but don't get upset if things end up overlapping.
Yeah.
Life happens, and sometimes like homework overlaps with something else, or it just takes like way longer than you thought it was going to take. That's going to be like the best advice that I can really give you is to make a schedule and try to stick with it as best as possible.
Okay, cool.
And then try to even fit in breaks. Like 15-minute breaks in between.
Yeah, those don't work for me. I can't do it.
15, 20 minutes? No, you just working straight through?
Yeah, I'm bad at breaks. If I take a break, I just stop doing things.
You turn off your brain, and then you're just like, nah.
Exactly. I want my downtime to all be together. Because otherwise it feels like it takes the whole day because I'm taking these little breaks or whatever. And I don't know. I do walk away and I do go to the bathroom, and those are my breaks, walking away and doing stuff like that. But otherwise,
gotcha.
I don't know. Pretty ridiculous things. Ridiculous things that
How much more do you have till you're done?
Probably a little while longer.
A little while longer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
like a couple semesters more?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a lot to do.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, during your breaks, what shows have you been watching?
Oh, yeah. What did I finish? I already forgot what I Oh yeah, I
Rewatch-
rewatched Bob's Burgers like from like season 3.
Oh, you rewatched?
Yeah, I just like jumped back to season 3 and started watching them, and I'm like, man, this is awesome.
Bob's Burgers is fun.
Yeah, I like it a lot. They try to capitalize on the magic of The Simpsons. It's very clear that that's what they're trying to go for. They're trying to have a nice, community where they're all quirky and they all have different, personalities and stuff like that. But the family is the focus, and the family is focused on the family. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's their priority, and that's totally what The Simpsons was. In the end, it's all about their family, and more or less, it's very, very wholesome the way The Simpsons was. And I am talking about The Simpsons about, seasons 3 to like 10, the golden time of The Simpsons. You don't watch after that. You just stop.
Yeah.
It's trash. They threw the whole magic away. But these people who made Bob's Burgers, they recognize that definitely. Like, I can see that. So that's probably why I like it so much. That kind of comedy, that kind of cartoon just resonates with me very well.
I think one of the reasons why I actually really liked Bob's Burgers was because it was just very meh. I think that was actually one of its strongest attributes for the show.
Sure.
Was because it wasn't trying to be like wild.
Nope, definitely not.
Like Family Guy or South Park.
Yes, they're exhausting.
It wasn't trying to like say something, super smart. It wasn't trying to, be like super edgy. It was just kind of like in its own little meh like area.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is always something I could just usually watch and just enjoy.
Yeah, it's simple. I like their... Yeah.
Exactly. It's very simple.
Totally agree.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's not going to, like, blow you away. It's not going to blow you away ever. Like, wow, that was such a great episode or whatever. But, I still laughed. The episodes were so funny. It was still entertaining. I still enjoyed it. So it was kind of like one of those like comfort things that's not like super bad for you.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Like one of those comfort. It's one of those comfort shows that you just sit down, watch, enjoy it. And like, you're just happy.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about it. Like trying to push a message on you or do anything crazy. It's just nice. I like it a lot.
Which is actually like my favorite thing about the show. It's just that it's in that own little group with that, and so I'm like, I'm just not going to be ever, like upset with it. But yeah, it's very relaxed.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
Sarah and I have been watching You.
Me? Like, if you have a camera in my room or something?
No, you.
Me?
We're watching You.
Oh no! Yeah, I heard.
The show You on Netflix.
Yeah, I heard there's a new season or something.
Yeah, there's season 3. It's out. First 2 seasons were like entertaining enough to keep watching it.
Yeah, I like the first season.
It wasn't like, oh my god, but it was good.
Yeah.
I
think it was compelling enough, and it was creepy enough.
Yeah, season 3 is a little bit different now.
Oh, really?
So yeah. They put a little bit of a spin on it, so I'm like, I like it so far. It's good.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get through season 2. It was political view things.
Yeah, it was like,
and I was like,
yeah,
nope.
It was just,
I do not like this. So I had to.
Yeah, stop. I'm not gonna lie. Because they had it in California for season 2, and it was all these like just like. Not even like secondary character or supporting character or whatever. It was always these like random like side characters.
Yes, they were annoying.
They were very annoying. Every time they're on screen, I'm like, skip.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
Okay,
I want to skip it too.
I was like watching and I was like, what does this character add?
Mm-hmm.
It just fills in time.
Yeah, it's just a time waster.
They're just annoying.
Mm-hmm.
They're annoying and they're like, oh, it's it's showing the world of like California and LA. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know what that looks like.
I know what it is. That's why I don't live there. It's
yeah.
people like that.
Mm-hmm.
are annoying.
Now that
no, thank you.
The purpose of them throwing all those characters around and being really in your face about it was world building. They like you're saying, they're trying to show you that it is LA and California or whatever.
It's like, yeah, California's trash.
Yeah, so they are trying to do that.
California's just trash.
But I get it after like the first try, and they were also trying to show that they don't really belong there in a way. They're kind of more. The crazy people are more chill somehow.
I know. How is it? I'm finding like more in line with the crazy people. I'm just like, I just want to watch the crazy people do like their thing.
I think that's actually why it's so interesting. Is when you catch yourself empathizing too much with the crazy people, and you go because not because
which is the protagonist,
right?
But
not because of like what the bad things they do, but because of like the relatable things that happen to them, and then you kind of get into it and you like kind of empathize with them, but then you're like, wait, you step back and you're like, oh yeah, they did this thing where they killed this person, or did this horrible act, and then you just remember that and you're like, oh yeah, well, how did I fall into that? That's the magic.
It's one of those things where it's like when you're watching a show like that where the protagonist is an evil person.
Yes.
Like they are a very bad evil person. And you're just like kind of along for the ride and just kind of like enjoying the show for what it is. Like for Breaking Bad, I was actually rooting for Walter the whole time.
I was
the whole time. I was rooting for him. But he ends up being a bad evil man. It's like, yes, he does, good things here and there, but most of the things he does are just not good. And it's like, if this was a real life thing, I would think this is a heinous evil monster, and he should go to prison and capital punishment and everything, because of how terrible he actually is. But since it's a show, it's fantasy and all that, might like go, do it.
Yeah. Sometimes you just like root for dumb things like that, just because it's fun, and it's just supposed to be for no real malicious intent in your mind. You're not like, oh, I really wish this would happen. You just want to see it on the show, so it's perfectly fine to root for that as long.
And we don't really get a lot of shows where the protagonist is evil.
No, it's not. That doesn't mostly happen. Most of the time, the hero needs to be good, so people can understand it easier. But for the shows that pull it off well, it is very interesting. If you
Breaking Bad's one of the only ones that so far has really done it for me. You is fine.
Yeah,
I think it's okay. It's fun. It's interesting.
I think it's funny because I think I like that show more than you, but I couldn't get through the second season. But you could.
I will tell you right now what helps to get through it.
Okay. Skipping?
Alcohol.
Yes.
Every time the annoying people are on screen, you're just like,
That's a good plan. Nice. As long as I don't mind getting drunk during my lunch breaks, then we're good.
Your homework's just like,
yeah, exactly. It's like,
good enough.
That's what would happen. At some point, I'd be like, all right, whatever. Send it. Does it make sense? I don't know.
Yeah, send it to your teacher's like, what happened? Like, oh, blacked out.
Yeah, I had a lunch break.
What were you doing? Oh, it's on my lunch break and I blacked out. Huh? Stay.
Good mic.
I'm getting a new arm. I ordered a new arm.
Oh no.
One that has this one keeps like moving a little bit. So the one that I bought, I'll let you know how good it is if you want to get it, or I could give you this one. When the new one comes in, and it's supposed to just like stabilize it no matter like where it is. Like you could just position it wherever you need it to be, and it'll just stay put.
Very cool.
Yeah. Oh, did you watch? It's on Netflix. It's called Yasuke.
It's not ringing a bell. Let me think. No.
Let's see here. It came out on Netflix on 2021.
Okay.
I watched it. I'm looking at it right now. 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. 6.2 on IMDb.
I don't know. It just seemed like the moment to do something on the cam. I don't know why.
The show is loosely based on here. I'll read you a little bit about.
Hold on. What trying to do a magic
the quick
trick.
and dirty.
It's not working.
There you go. You need to get your thumb in your behind your fingers, stupid.
Okay, just tell me your thing.
Like this. So. Oh!
How did he do that?
Oh!
How does he do that?
Then you just gotta, like, you need to go like this, and then like you need to turn inward like that too, so that way they don't see the insides.
Look, I can make my hands completely disappear. Like, look at this. Boom, they're gone.
It just disappeared.
Whoa! There's the real magic. All right, tell me about Yasuke.
So, it's very loosely based, or not even based. It's inspired by what actually happened. Was Yasuke was a man of, I'm reading off Wikipedia, of African origin who served as a retainer and weapon bearer to the Japanese daimyo Oda Nobunaga.
I did watch it.
In 1579, Yasuke arrived in Japan in the service of the Italian Jesuit missionary Alessandro Vallegano, visitor of missionaries in Indies and India. So basically, I think he was a slave. He was a real person that was, I think he was a slave, or maybe he wasn't a slave. I don't exactly remember. And he was brought to Japan.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think he was a slave. He was brought to Japan, and he was like sold off to he was sold off to one of the lords there. I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah, but you could just say some lord.
he ended up being he was trained to be a samurai, and he was actually like really skilled. Like he was really good with
remember that
with the sword. A good breakdown is from what I watched way back then was from the YouTube channel Gaijin Goomba.
Oh yeah,
he's got a good breakdown about like what really happened, and then like what really happened about the guy and like his life and his history and all that stuff. It was really interesting. It was really cool. Like, I need to check it out again so I could refresh my memory. And so the Netflix show, the Netflix anime, I'm watching it, and it's like within like the first like 30 seconds, it's like, okay, there's combat that's happening. Someone's like raiding on somebody else, and then like a Gundam just like drops down, and I'm like, oh, we're doing this then.
Wait, really?
Yes, It's like feudal Japan.
What?
Like the 1600s. Yeah, like
respect.
Like,
respect. I want to watch
1579 is like the historical time of when it actually took place, and then it's just like a pagoda like Gundam just drops down, and I was like, okay, but you know what? I'm glad you put it in there in my face within the first 30 seconds, so I know exactly how this is going.
Wait. What do you mean? I thought I watched like the first couple episodes, and I don't see that.
Of Yasuke?
Maybe we're not watching the same show?
Are you thinking about Vinland Saga?
No, but I did watch that. That's great.
Okay.
And Dark.
I was like because that's like, you know, the Scandinavians and the English and all that. That's like on the other part of the world.
Yeah, no.
This is in Japan.
I watched some show where a black guy ended up there, and he served some lord, but the lord like died in a fire or something, and he's like,
yeah, that's Yasuke.
What?
Yes.
All right. Sure. Whatever.
How much did you drink while you were watching it?
Exactly. I don't remember that mech.
It was like a I don't remember. Maybe there was a vampire or like a werewolf, or I know there was a robot, and there was like a Russian like strong woman. Basically, it was Yeah, like Zarya and Bastion.
Okay.
In the show too. It was wild.
Weird.
And I was like inspired by like an actual like event about a real person and all that. And then they just like drop this, and there's like a mech, and then there's another robot dude, and then there's like all these like other like sci-fi superhumans and a robot, and I'm just like, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. It's just in the beginning. You're not trying to hide the ball or anything. Let's just go.
Okay, because I don't know. I don't remember stopping watching that show because of a reason. I remember only watching until I ran out of episodes that were available. So
yeah, it didn't have that many episodes.
I don't understand this, but sure, whatever. Maybe there's another thing that I'm thinking about. But
yeah,
if you just said, I
don't know.
If my description completely matches yours, I don't know what happened.
I mean, I liked it for what it was. It was fun. It was interesting. So
yeah,
I mean, it killed some time.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the Netflix shows that I actually didn't like was The Blood of Zeus.
I didn't like that either. I didn't like. It was not.
I did not like Blood of Zeus. There was one scene because I just kind of like. I was like, okay, I kind of want to know how it ends. Just like watch the whole thing through. It's not like it was so bad and like offensive that I needed to just like stop watching it.
It wasn't offensive exactly. It was just dumb.
Yeah. I was like, this is just not that great. And then one of the episodes with spoilers, by the way, where they had like they had the ships and they get on the beach, because they were like being sold as slaves, and they broke out, and they killed and fought off their captives. They beach, and then there was like a group of warriors that were there, and the main character, the protagonist, was like, asking who they were, and I'm like, they're just people who are going to die. They are nobodies, and they said like who they were, and then like within the same episode, guess who got picked off and just like killed left and right, and then there was none of them left by the end of it.
What a surprise!
I'm like, you serve no purpose but to die.
Yeah, the sponge people sponged. That's what they did.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly what I said it was, but it was exactly, what happened. I'm like, they're just going to end up dying.
Yeah.
For like no reason.
You can totally, sometimes it's obvious. You're just like, okay, well, those people are just fodder. Okay. From what I barely remember from that show, the feelings I remember was that it was...
How did Blood of Zeus get 100% on Rotten Tomatoes? And a 7.5 of IMDb. Like, it got a higher rating than Yasuke. I'm like, Yasuke was more enjoyable than this.
I bet.
This show was not very good.
At least
Yasuke was entertaining.
It was a mess from what I remember. The storytelling was dumb. The characters, their motivations were all over the place. 100% my butt.
Yeah. This was out in 2020. I watched that, a long time ago, too, and I was just like...
Yeah, a long time ago, exactly. I barely remember it. I just remember it being awful. Anyway, we are out of time. We're at an hour and 4 minutes. So.
Oh, did we already? Mm-hmm. And I was worried that we weren't going to have enough time.
No. I mean,
all right,
we didn't have enough time, yes, you're right. So that did happen. I wanted to wrap back around into the nostalgia stuff, but I think we did a pretty good job with that. We first half was like nostalgia stuff and like actual like kind of childhood memory kind of things, and then the other half was kind of TV shows and stuff. So that's fine.
Yep. Maybe next week we can hit up another nostalgic feels. I'll look at some of these.
I really like that topic. That was fun.
Of our topics.
Yeah, laser tag is just so cool. I have good memories of that stuff. I have better memories of laser tag than paintball for sure. Mostly because I have more of them and they're more. It's nicer. I like laser tag a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I love the atmosphere. I love the yelling. It's just a cool experience. I love that. Anyway, and I love the party rooms. The party rooms are a big deal. I love that. But
party rooms were good.
What we should have talked about. I forgot about the party rooms. But that's okay. We are running out of
the rooms.
We're totally out of time. We're way overboard. So, Thank you so much for
That's
watching / listening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we're doing better. We're getting better at this, and we're getting better, and we'll do better,
Are we?
and we'll get better, and we'll do better.
I think we're about the same
every single time.
Like, I think the webcams are an upgrade, but otherwise, I think we're about the same. We're just kind of good at it. You know, it's just fun.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, then.
Goodbye.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Well, stay simple.
Stay basic. That was it.
He did it. He did it.
I did it.